I don't know how the hell the Kura even climb. Holy shit! Okay, to be fair, Firefly is just ass. Yeah, this score is kind of rough. Hey guys, MrPokke here, and today we are going to be a little bit late, but not going to be too late at the latest 3.4 pure fiction war tier list update from Mr. Prydwen himself. This video was actually recorded momentarily before the 3.5 live stream because I'm a little bit busy with yep. So let's just take a look over here right now with the average score for version 3.4 in this pure fiction, and I'm also gonna be guessing the tier list also made their notable adjustments. So we're gonna take a look in the data over here real quick. E0S1 39,000 going into cat. Okay, oh my god, it's literally the same for. You know the meme for like the Harry Potter meme? Why is it always the 4 of you? Okay, and that meme it was 3 of you. It is always the 4 of them, right? So Caceres once again completely dominating by an absolute landslide. Keep having a 71% appearance, still is a current top 3. Is absolutely fucking diabolical for pure vision if I say so myself. Yo, not getting 12 years, right? But yep. Whoa, yep, why is it always the same 4 people, right? And then Jade actually gonna be getting us a 34 into 9.9%, slightly outpacing D Herta, but to be fair, D Herta also has a very, very high ownership as well. And at this point, you're probably wondering, okay, if I have Caceres and if I have D Herta, who the hell do I give my tribute to? Most likely, I'm guessing you're probably giving tribute to Caceres so that he can make use of Tribi and Hia for the wheelchair. And then if you slap this on together, I think Herta's store is just gonna be a little bit more negatively impacted because unfortunately, you can't use 2 tributes on both teams, right? So, nah, it is what it is. Baby Herta also gonna be slaving to D Herta. I don't know how the hell they might. Oh, he is a Caceres simp. The only reason why Mighty and Blade is only this high is because they're Caceres tier 3 subs, right? So it is what it is. Meow Meow actually getting a pretty decent 32,464, which is yeah, it is quite high. I don't really know. I'm guessing you also can run her with Caceres. She's definitely gonna be usable. But I'm thinking you can also pretty much just slot in anywhere because you know big booms damage is big booms damage, right? So 8.58 and DOT with the power of not really because DOT is back in the society. You know, technically we did get a buff from Kafka, but also because we do receive this pure fiction is gonna be the DOT buff edge. So if they are not gonna be performing in the top 20, I'll be very, very shocked, right? But that being said, for now they are not cracking the first row. I am guessing when hysilens come out, they will easily creep at least this spot over here. I'm not sure if they're gonna be faster than the tricycle or the wheelchair, but I'm pretty sure DOT with hysilens is gonna be very diabolical against myself, right? Then Ramen is gonna be at a 32,486 at 44.05. At this point, I don't really think her usage is really because with the reliance on super break. Most likely this is because of the usage of Rame with DOT, because from the first 2 rows I don't see a single goddamn super break unit, right? So she's probably gonna be getting yoinked up for the big Aboba Black Zone as well as Karga over here. Lingsha at 22,479, just a general-ish break, sustain-ish kind of guy. So it is what it is. Buzz is Buzz. Anexa is, yeah, Anexa is gonna be slightly lower than D Herta, and I guess if you want to run hyper carry Anexa, you might as well just run hyper carry D Herta. So it is what it is. Argenti, I don't think it's a main DPS Argenti at this point. I'm pretty sure bro is basically Herta slave, but worse. So yeah, Jingliu somehow managed to get top 20, which is how the fuck did Jingliu get higher than final? I didn't expect it because from what I have like seen, right, Jingliu in pure fiction is probably not that crazy. Is physical weak Argenti can main DPS, okay, but Jingliu though. Wheelchair. Oh, okay. You know what? That makes sense. Because Finon cannot make use of wheelchair as efficiently as Jingliu. Okay, you know what? That makes sense. Also, 0.56 is basically like a 1 guy, whereas bro is on 36%. So, yeah, that is pretty fair. And then lastly, we do have Jiao Qiu over here at a 14.04, 30k, barely crossing the I would say 30k threshold. Massive increase by 4,094 points over here. But I don't see Acheron though. I don't even see Acheron in the top 3 rows. I'm guessing he's being used to DOT. It's most likely gonna be a case of Kafkas plus Rame plus Jiao Qiu then run a sustain, or you should have just run a sustainers DOT. But I don't think that's the case because if he's gonna be running sustainers, this score is gonna be probably a lot higher. So yeah, I think Jiao Qiu kind of just got yoinked as like the DOT Xiaowei T die. So when the Hysilens is eventually gonna be coming out, I would expect bro to, you know, be a little bit jobless if I can say so myself. Right? Then Gallagher over here is gonna be at 30k. Ying Li actually doing a little bit better than expected, but you know what? Physical week is physical week, okay? Then Fushan is gonna be 30k. Babin. Holy shit. It is what it is. Bronya is going to be coming down to 31.54. And then Lodicha is going to be slightly better than Huan Huan. I don't really know how the hell this is possible because Huan Huan should be used a lot more frequently with DOT. But to each their own. Team is going to be probably stepped on with fine on. Sunday is going to be fine on. Serval is going to be a sim. And then we do have the 4th row over here, which is going to be... Ooh. Okay, this one is just the holding. Oh. Oh, so this row is where the units cannot clear, right? They cannot clear pure fiction. We first have Akron, followed by Lynx, Silver Wolf. Ooh. Wait, chat, is that lightning rest? Wait, chat, is that lightning rest? Is there a reason why? Because I don't see Akron, I don't see Aglea, and I don't see Jingyuan. Is it lightning rest? Yes, it is a lightning rest. Okay, I'm guessing it is probably the power of lightning rest though. Side 1 is a lightning week. Yeah, it's gonna be lightning rest. Yeah, on the whole, it just appears that Aglea is probably not doing too well here, despite having the Babin Huan Huan Sunday combination. So it is what it is with a very, very low sample size. Sparkle going up by 1,000 points, 15.06. Most likely gonna be paired with fine on. I don't know how the hell they could even climb. Holy shit! Okay, to be fair, Firefly is just as in pure fiction. Alright? Firefly is as in pure fiction, but yeah, this is at E0S1 pretty much unplayable, right? It might as well be unplayable. Unless majority of the Firefly mains, because we did have a Firefly banner, everybody put for E2 Firefly, which probably explains the lack of results and the sample size over here. So maybe we'll take a look into the Island toggle and we'll see if E2 Firefly's performance is going to go up over here. But this is going to be, yeah, a little bit unfortunate. Rabba is going to be a 34 or 27, my bad. And then Saber is going to be roughly on the same caliber. Jingyuan is going to be here. Fei Xiao, my wife is not doing too. I mean, she's a Han unit, right? So if a Han unit can pop off, it's going to be fine. Then Fugue is going to be here. Gui Ivan. Oh, these two are basically purely from the power of DOT. I don't think this is going to be that crazy unless Hysilens comes out and can try some goofy R team. Then everyone else just straight up did not clear. Also, what the fuck is this Fire Danheng? Okay, anyways, let's take a look at the, yeah, let's take a look into the, islands. Yeah, let's take a look at the islands real quick. Yeah, boom. Holy shit. So we're gonna be having a 40k Hyang Hyang, 40k Castris, 39,988 Teep, is the same photo. Right, it is literally the exact same photo. Then Herda is gonna be the second DPS, Final is gonna be the third DPS, Jay falling down by a little bit. Then every single hyper carry support as a whole pretty much got boosted by the power of E2 Final, because E2 Final is absolute fucking diabolical. So your Bronyas, your T-Wins, everyone is gonna get busted, and then your Serval is gonna be boosted by your E2 Herda, so that's fair. My day is probably gonna be popping off with a little bit more of the E2 Casuals, and Nexa is the Nexa, Sunday. Black Swan and Kafka is still gonna be around the same caliber for your DOTs. Blade, I think Blade honestly can hold his own ground in pure fiction, so that's gonna be that. Meow Meow gonna be going up a little bit higher than Babin into the Rame, and then we have a Huan Huan. I wonder where the hell is the rest of the Blade. Okay, we have E2 Akron still currently on roughly 34,030 at 10%, so I guess it's not gonna be that bad. Slightly lower than Jiao Qiu average of 34.7. Argenti probably, you know, either main DPS or some DPS or Herda, doesn't really matter that much. And then we have an E2 Jinglu at 33.89, blah 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 blah. Okay. Even Archer at E2 can barely manage out a 30k squeeze. Fei Xiao E2 barely failing, and oh, E2 Firefly is unfortunately not going to be sufficient, because this E2 Firefly, I'm assuming you're probably going to be running her with E2 Fugue, right? Because Fugue is also going to be up to Island 2 over here. So I'm guessing if you are going to be running the E2 Firefly, E2 Fugue, E2 Rame, and I'm guessing if you run a sustain, probably not flying. If you do run sustainers, maybe this could be a little bit better, but yeah, looks like even E2 cannot really save us from this particular circumstance over here, and the rest of the units here is just going to be a little bit rough. And then one last peekaboo is gonna be pure E0 S0 just for the funsies. Okay. It's the same photo. Okay, but a lot more people cannot clear at E0 S0 full team. By the year is 2025, I don't really know anybody that is running on pure E0 S0. So, you know, maybe it's unreadable, maybe it's out of touch, but everybody basically dies at E0 S0. Holy shit, nobody can clear with it. Oh, not even E0 S0 Rabba can clear. Goddamn, that is kind of crazy. Combined appearance over here, Teep is Teep, right? Sunday is going to be boosted with pretty much everything going to crit DPS. RMC is RMC, Hysilens, Rame, Bubbin. All these are pretty much the same photo, right? Every single time pure vision is going to be around the same. DOT got a massive bump up because of the DOT buff, as well as Huan Huan get a little bit of a spotlight because of the energy regeneration. Venturing going down by a little bit, not too much of a change, and Lingsha kind of going down by a little bit. Aircron actually going up by 1.76. I do believe that, I'm not sure if this is going to be feasible yet. I haven't finished out testing myself, but I could foresee a world which we run Hysilens plus Aircron plus Teep plus Hysilens. That sounds like an absolutely fucking diabolical cook, and eventually next Wednesday you guys can see exactly why I'm going to be saying that, right? Then we have a Sparkle over here going up because of Finon. Jiao Qiu actually going up a little bit higher usage rate. I mean, it's going to be as per usual because not every single Aircron owner owns Jiao Qiu, and we do have the power of Meow Meow as well. Saber going up by 8.71, Lurdicha going down. Everyone else is going to be around the 5% range, and then everyone else after that is going to be at a basically one guy scenario over here, right? So, I don't know who the fuck is playing Sela in Pure Vision 2025. Kudos to you. Who the hell is playing Ratio in Pure Vision? Holy shit, you are absolutely insane, my man, right? Okay, character usage rate over time. Let's take a look over here. DPS damage dealer is going to be highest ranking for Pure Vision. Kazris actually outperform D Herda. That is not only due to Kazris, right? At the end of the day, you are essentially making use of T plus Hyacine, which by themselves absolutely badongadong synergy. Slap on a Kazris, you slam Dragon every single turn. You're just going to be clearing at a ridiculously fast pace. Herda, I believe that her kit is basically more catered towards Pure Vision, even without her dedicated support, so that's going to be there. Argenti, more like one guy scenario. I don't really know how Mighty got this high, unless it's really strictly because of how Kazris have been performing, but that's going to be there. I think Blade performance in Pure Vision is going to be okay. Final, actually, I think it's kind of better than I expect in Pure Vision, because at E0, I wouldn't expect this to be too fucking good if I can say so myself, right? At least better than Acheron at 60.11, because everyone else below Finon, they are pretty much gonna be deemed as failures, right? Generally speaking. Okay, not you, right? This is included, right? Because if you really love the Firefly, you have gotten the skin. You have gotten the E6. You have gotten the S5. You have gotten the E2, right? If you really want to make Firefly work, you can technically still make it happen. But that's pretty much it for the DPS category. Then going for the support DPS, we do have Teep, undisputed. Next up, I think she's not going to be at the same caliber compared to J as well as D Herda. And then the rest of the units here is going to be DOT. Still not doing too good because it's going to be the average of the past 3 Pure Fiction. So I want to see what the next Pure Fiction update is going to be like, especially once Hysilens drops. I can foresee these two going up around somewhere in the here category, and then Hysilens is going to join them in the same tier as well. Everyone here is just going to be doing too good. For the Amplifier, Mimi is still going to be Mimi, so I think no words should be needed. And then Babin, Sunday, Rame, Bronya, Jiao Qiu, all of the single target hypercarry support is most likely going to be because of Finon. And if we get a little bit more Finon introductions, especially when I don't know what Sergio is going to bring, but if Sergio can bring Finon to the next level, I can foresee even more of a brighter future for these hypercarry supports, right? And HMC, Pella, all the kind of stuff. Break is just... yeah, Bridge is just really not going to be too good of a spot right now, generally speaking, at least for Pure Fiction, right? And Sustain here to nobody's surprise because you're going to be running her with TB as well as Kazris. And then Lingsha, Fu Xuan, Huan Huan, Aventry, all of these supports are going to be around the same caliber. Aventry honestly doing not too bad considering that his Ben's team is going to be followed up, which is not going to be that fast as well. Then Gallagher, I think bro is still... I think Gallagher is just probably not that good for Pure Vision because every time the wave resets, you're not getting too much, and then if you're Lingsha over there, it's going to be a little bit more comfortable, so that's going to be there, right? So those will be the usage rate as well as action value. I apologize for speaking like a fucking madman because I'm running so much goddamn caffeine and the live stream is going to happen. So just if you cannot keep up with what I'm saying, slow on this speed to 0.75, and then we're going to be getting blah, blah, blah. Okay, so going into the team usage rate over here, you can see over here, strict mode and select by all, and there we go, right? So okay. 40k score is going to be roughly at a 0.02% appearance rate, so I don't think we're going to care about it that much. But we do see in the, okay, let's just go by the normal ranking if I can say so myself, right? Okay, Kazris Team 1. Kazris Team 2. So everybody is just going to be using Kazris. Then we have a Black Swan Run Mei Huan as the second most used appearance team for Side 1. And then Final is going to be the second most appeared team in Side 2. And DOT actually matching up very closely right behind Final. So you can actually kind of use them in the same element. And then for this case, Final can also be used in the same element. And this additional team over here, basically swapped out Teep for Runmei for the players that somehow skipped Teep, or either that they give Teep to the second half, maybe to be used with D-Herda or something else, right? The rest of the team is just, oh wait, a lot of DOT team comp variations with a Gallagher variation, a Venturing variation, Huan with a Bubbin variation, which actually performs not that big of a difference. Technically, it's like a little bit worse, like probably like what, less than 50 action value worse, assuming everybody's at E0. So yeah, that's gonna be that. And then Saber is not gonna be doing too good over here. Whoa, what the fuck I just pressed? Yeah, this score is kind of rough. To be fair, it is a break team with a sustain. Okay, chat. Okay, Firefly means. Firefly means. Chat right now, real quick, right? Is it comfortable running a sustainless Firefly nowadays? Like full E0, you kill Lingsha, slot in HMC, run Mayfield, and Firefly. Like, is it still workable? Not in pure vision. Look, you're actually just fucking cooked. Because if you run sustain, you're just gonna die. Absolutely not. Okay, because back in my days, chat, back in my days, right, hold on. This was the meta, by the way. You slammed on infinite DDD on sustainless Himeko, sustainless Firefly, sustainless whatever the fuck, and then you're able to essentially take a look over here, right? Rappa getting us a very, very comfortable 40k. How long was a cycle remaining? Literally one cycle 40k, by the way. Literally one cycle 40k. That's gonna be for Rappa. And then for Himeko, what did we do over here for Himeko? This is also gonna be a one cycle 40k running Himeko. And then lastly, Pure Fiction full auto 0 cycle with the power of Rappa over here, which is, you know, those were back in my days, right? The sustained pressure, I think it was not that crazy. Most of my team were going to be surviving around the halfway health point, right? Because we do have a lot of delays as well as the action for advance. Yeah, I already know about that. Oh, to be fair, you do need fire weakness, right? To be fair, you do need fire weakness. So maybe in the future, we do get ourselves the fire weakness for Firefly. Her performance is probably going to be coming up because even though she has a fire weakness implant, it's only going to be applied to the main target. So it's just going to be fucking annoying to play with. So yeah, that's absolutely fair. The rest of his team is going to be fine on Herda, and we're going to go dive down with the game. Okay, yep, Herda in the game. Okay, we do have a 27,592 into the aggro here, which is going to be quite interesting. Yep. So all these are just going to be Herda, Akron, as well as Finon variations. A couple of fate teams here and there, which is gonna be quite interesting. They're gonna look into some of the more specific teams. I kind of want to see how we're gonna be taking a look at. Okay, let's take a look over here, right? Yeah, sustainless Firefly. Okay, you can take a look. Okay, see chat. If you ran a sustainless Firefly with Idolence, you are still able to clear quite nicely, guys, right? The 37.867k into 34.126k without Idolence, right? Without Idolence. Okay, wait, with Idolence, I'm fucking blind, guys. We do see a couple of interesting teams from over here with like a Teep Firefly that unfortunately did not manage to clear, and then we do have a couple of like Lingsha, Fuke HMC, which with this current team at E1 plus, I think it's not too bad off if you were to replace Ramei. So that's gonna be that, and then quite a lot of variations. Who the fuck is using this team, guys? Who is this one guy using Firefly, Bronya, Fuke, and Runmei? Bro is literally... Bro, I know who this is, guys. Bro, Rappa mains send this guy to ruin Firefly's performance. The Rappa mains send their assassin. Yo, I need you to play Firefly running this exact same team so that you can reduce their overall performance. This is who the fuck is using Huan sustain with Firefly, bro? It is literally sent in by the Rappa mains. The Rappa mains send their regards. So I feel like Firefly performance might not even be that bad. Because the Rappa mains are just out here cooking up these. Where the fuck this team is gonna be. Just literally slandering Firefly's reputation, by the way. Literally slandering Firefly's reputation. So it is very, very rough, right? So that is gonna be Akron. Sorry, that is gonna be Firefly. Let's take a look into Akron over here. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bang. Ooh, okay, you can take a look, see over here. We do have a very, very nice performance of Akron, Xiao Chiu, Cypher, as well as Aventurine at a 32. And then if you're going to replace Cypher with Teep, we're also going to be getting a 33. So that's quite nice. Dockeron, unfortunately, not going to be cooking too good at 27. So I'll personally probably just stick to Dockeron. And then with the revised Silver Wolf, Ooh, doesn't look like the revised Silv is gonna be able to outclass Meow Meow's, at least in pure fiction regard. So that's that. Okay, Dog Run inside one is gonna be quite good over here at 33,114 though. Then with Iden's gonna be at 34, and then we do see a couple of a mono harmony and mono nihility. For example, Akron, Jiaoqiu, Sparkle, as well as Akron, Jiaoqiu, and Sparkle over here, right? Both of them not doing too well at 27, 28 respectively. Then we've gone on a little bit more over here. We see a Bubbin, honestly not doing too bad. And then we do have a couple of, like, you know, Sundays. Okay, Sundays and Teams are just not going to be doing that well. Oh my goodness. The strongest Acheron team is 39,960 using full E0 and 40k clear at E1 plus using none other Tasante and Fedfa, if I can say so myself, right? So, absolutely diabolical synergy, and Tasante and Fetty Bom Bom is just gonna be really, really good in pure vision. Damn! Okay, so this is Jiaoqiu T39, right? So if I change this out to Meow Meow, do you think this wins? 39 with higher scene. 39.9, by the way. Do you think this wins? Because this is adventure, I don't think it counts. 30k barely. 30k barely. So let's see this. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like Jiaoqiu is still the GOAT. Jiaoqiu is definitely still gonna be the GOAT for pure vision. The disparity was really, really high. Alright, so if you take away this and then you slap on the highest scene over here. Yeah, so we have these three variations. Silver Wolf is just like the worst because you literally could not clear. And then the one with Jiaoqiu actually performed exceptionally well at 39.96. And then this is gonna be a drastic drop off for Akron. At least we're gonna be using the Teep and high scene variation. Alright, let's go to the best Teep teams. The best Teep team is fucking Yunli. Also, how the hell is a Eidolon-less team of E0 clearing faster than an Eidolon 1 team? How is that even possible, bruh? Are the whales just slacking off? That is kind of crazy. Okay, the fact that Yunli can 40k both halves is kind of fucking crazy. Right? And both of them, despite the fact that, okay, one of them used team. I think this team looks like a not a team showcase, right? Okay, maybe a little bit, but we do still have Bubbin as well as the literature. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, this Yunli is very, very strong here. Jade is with the classic wheelchair. Argenti. I would still never pull for Argenti, by the way. We do have a Blade Hyper Carry at a one guy scenario. And then we have a Kafka Jiaoqiu team. Very, very... What the fuck is that? This is a big set team. You literally can change Hia Hia into Huan Huan. This would be the big set team. Oh my god, that would be content though. I went to jail using this team in pure vision. Huan Huan Kewawa Yunli and team. Oh, that would be kind of crazy though. Okay, wait. Yeah, yo, chat, we're gonna cool this up. I went to jail using this team in pure vision. Okay, yeah. Okay, chat, we're gonna cool this up. We're gonna absolutely very, very good, right? Then everything else, we do have a couple of Argentis here and there, blah, blah, Caceres, T, Carla, D. Yep. Oh, Saber, not doing too bad. Then we have a couple of Agrons over here. So, with that, we have come to the end of our pure fiction tier list update from Prydwen. Word of the day is going to be skip Argenti. Join Twitch, join YouTube, join Discord, join Twitter, join our Patreon for all of our anime reviews. Use code POKE for 10% off Gamers Up. See you guys in HSR live stream coming in a couple of hours. All the best. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, bro.